just did a little early morning fishing, and now we're gonna have a look at the brand new 2017 world famous Unity Murphy bed. Let's have a look at it right now. Hey, look at this, the brand new 17 Unity Murphy bed, the world famous Murphy bed. Look how gorgeous that rear mask is, full fiberglass. Super strong, fully insulated. We've got our 5,000-pound hitch at the back, 7-pin connector plug. And then have a look up here. We've got our backup camera integrated, LED lights, LED marker lights, backup lights, but also a 2-piece fiberglass rear mast with a separate bumper, which is very nice. If somebody were to ding this, you can actually just replace the bumper part. That's very smart. And look at this, optional ladder. So 2-piece, optional detachable ladder. Very simple. You hook it on here, locks in place, and we'll have a look at this. Up we go. Hey, very cool. Full fiberglass, vacuum bonded roof, super strong. Of course, optional solar panels up on the roof here. 15,000 BTU air conditioner, our skylights, everything is sealed up on the deck. Woo, looks good up here. So let's talk about some great construction techniques on the Unity. Of course, we're boxed aluminum framed up on the roof, fiberglass flex roof, all vacuum bonded and a vacuum press. Our wall is a boxed aluminum framed and then also vacuum bonded with a Vetrolite fiberglass exterior skin. We've got 5 coats of paint, 3 coats of color, 2 coats of clear. We have 4 different exterior paint colors. This is the beautiful silver color. We also have the Eurosport, the white suede, and the graphite silver for 2017. So full body paint, no decals, real paint. Okay, another great feature for 2017, we've added a bigger galley window on the Murphy bed models, plus of course our sexy frameless glass windows. Let's have a look at the outside service center. You can see everything is compact, and we've got our winterizing bypass valve, we've got our cable and our satellite connection. We're pre-wired for satellite on the roof. We're also wired down here for a portable satellite dish. We've got our exterior shower for hot and cold running water. Didn't catch no fish today, otherwise I'd be cleaning some. Sadly, no fish. And anyways, easy access into our rush water fill. This is a nice little feature. If you have to go on ferries or bridges, you can turn off your propane right there. We've got a black water flush, which is really cool. We're a remote propane fill. And then over here, we've got our black and gray tanks for dumping the tanks. And of course, we've got our 3-inch dump station right here. So easy to dump your tanks. Always dump the black first, then the gray. We also have an optional macerator pump that you can put on the Unities as well. Hey, we're very excited about this brand new feature on all Unity models for 2017 standard. It's the Truma AquaGo Comfort Plus hot water heater. So I'm going to show you why this is one great hot water heater, has advantages over everybody else in the marketplace. It has a 1-liter reserve heated tank. So when you move this to comfort on, it will heat this little 1-liter tank, so that when you turn on the hot water, you have got hot water. You're not wasting water. Other hot water heaters have an exchanger that has to get hot. You're using water, using water, using water. This one, you don't. Instantly hot water. It's ahead of the curve. This is one great hot water heater. You also have an econo mode. If you didn't want to keep that hot all the time when you're driving down the road, you can turn that off. When you get to your campground, turn that on. And the Truma AquaGo Comfort Plus is standard on all Unities for 2017. Let's have a look way down here. Of course, we've got our 16-inch tires down here, and of course, we've got our steel rims with our beautiful simulators. They look fabulous. And of course, we go dual wheels. That's very important. So dual wheels on both sides. You want to make sure you have dual wheels on all your RVs when you're rolling down the road, because it's much more stable when going down the road. And of course, underneath here, we've got spray foam insulation. We spray foam all this underneath area, including the tanks, so that these nasty little stones don't damage your tanks when you're going down the road. That's really smart. So when you're looking for an RV, get underneath, see what's underneath that RV. You're gonna see beautiful styrofoam protecting the underbelly. 30 amp, easy to connect and disconnect. That's your shore power. Have a look at this. This is our slide out. Look how beautiful it's integrated into the body. You can't even tell it's a slide out. And this is the best part about the slide out. Of course, look at the storage compartments. underneath, so 2 big storage compartments. Here's our sewer hose connection for dumping our tanks. But you know what you're gonna love about this? I'm gonna show you right now. The compartments come out with the slide out. I don't have to crawl underneath the slide out to get to the compartments. See, this is super smart. I don't have to crawl underneath the slide out to get to my compartments. My compartments came out with the slide out. Plus, look at this beautiful fiberglass curved doors go underneath, and of course with a built-in strut, they don't fall on my head when I'm trying to get stuff out of the motorhome. Another brand new feature for 2017 is a brand new landscape window above the Murphy bed that opens up awning style. And of course, look way up there, we've got our slide top awning, and that prevents any droppings or bird debris or anything from going back into the motorhome when the slide out is out. So that's nice for easy cleaning. So all of our slide out boxes are vacuum bonded as well. Aluminum frame, vacuum bonded, just like the rest of the motorhome. Of course, we run a dual track system for the slide out. Count how many screws hold the slide out together. This is one solid slide out. As we move forward to the driver's area, you can see how we integrate the body of the Unity into the chassis. Oh, that looks hot, hot, hot. And of course, easy access to our diesel fill, 26 gallons of diesel. And you can see we've got our fiberglass running boards for easy access in and out of the motorhome, super strong. And of course, hey, the Mercedes-Benz swivel. Look how easy this is. That is great. Plus underneath here, we've got a nice carpeted mat, and you can see how it's rubberized on the backside so it doesn't slide around. And everybody always asks me, where are my chassis battery? Well, it's underneath here. Courtesy lights turns on and off when we open and close the doors. And of course, we've got our heated remote mirrors, and they just knock in case you're in a tight area. You can just knock that mirror in and out. Look how beautiful. You can see how the front mask is integrated, the body's integrated. Oh, it looks hot. We power the Unity with the Mercedes-Benz 3500 series cutaway chassis. V6 motor, 3 liter, 188 horsepower, 325 foot-pounds of torque. And we add some really cool safety features from Mercedes on all of our Unities for 2017. We have front fog lights. We have light and rain sensors, collision prevention assist, lane assist, high beam assist. We have a chrome front grille, and of course we have the Bi-Xenon headlight package with the headlamp washing system, and of course always the Mercedes-Benz swivel base seats. I love the attention to detail that Leisure Travel Vans does. Even the bumpers are painted color matched to the body of the motorhome. That looks hot. Little step area here for washing your windshield. Of course, we don't have a big overhang cab area, so you're not like driving in a tunnel all the time. So all aerodynamic, full fiberglass insulated, LED marker lights up on the top. Looks good. Let's have a look at this bad boy's engine right here. Here's the big powertrain. So of course, 3 liter V6 turbo diesel, clean running diesel. Small footprint when you're out RVing, that's important. And of course, we've got 188 horsepower, 325 foot-pounds of torque, so lots of power. You can tow up to 5,000 pounds. Has a 5-speed automatic transmission. A couple little things people always say, well, if the battery's underneath, how would I boost somebody, or how could I get a boost? Simply right here, you just put on your booster cables here, and you can give a boost or get a boost. Okay, so we're on the passenger side or the patio side of the RV now, and we open up this door. You can see here, lots of storage space too, which is very cool. Storage here, cup holder here, cup holder here. Underneath here, we've got a beautiful little tool kit. And of course, this is a pretty cool seating. You can move it up, move it down. You've got Recaro support. You've got side support in here as well. So very comfortable seat, all done in ultra leather. Here's our awning switch for our awning. This is a great little feature. We've got built-in awning lights, LED awning lights. So this is our great power awning, over 12 feet in length, 7 feet wide. If it's a super windy day, you should leave your awning in. Great thing about a box awning, of course, it's got the built-in stabilizer legs. They're easy to access out. Today's pretty breezy. I would normally, you know, on this great little camp here, I could tent peg them in, but it's pretty breezy out right now. So I would probably leave the awning in, but if it's just a mild breeze, we can lock it in place into the anchors in the body of the motorhome, and I can still enjoy my awning. The great view of Lake Minnewaska here. I want to enjoy my camp area. As you can see, that's how simple it is. Lock it up in place. Now my awning is secure. Look how much room I have. 12 feet in length, 7 feet in width. As you can see, I've got lots of patio area underneath the awning. As we work our way around, of course, we've got our power step that automatically comes down. You can also put it in camp mode. So when you open and close the door, the step stays closed, but don't worry, the minute you start the engine, it'll automatically go up, so you don't have to worry about that. Let's talk a little more storage. Right here, of course, we've got more storage area, galvanized sheet metal, of course, spray foamed underneath. Here's our standard 1200 watt inverter, so if you like to do a little dry camping and you still want to watch the movies, maybe run a small coffee maker, you can still run those appliances off the inverter. Of course, we got our sexy frameless glass awning style window. What that means is that I can open up the window and have it open. Even if it was raining out, I don't have to worry about any rain coming into the motorhome. So all the windows on the motorhome are awning style. That's very, very smart. As we keep working our way down, of course, we've got our 110 outside plug, of course, our dual wheels on this side. When we work our way forward, we've got our outside venting for our refrigerator. That's a 3-way fridge, which we'll talk about later. Our vent for our furnace. And this compartment's got our optional generator. This one has the 3.6 kilowatt propane generator. You can also have an optional 3.2 diesel generator. So it depends on how you RV. If you're serious in a big time dry camping, perhaps a diesel generator might be more beneficial for you than a propane, or vice versa. So see your local dealer on which generator you should use. Last compartment, of course, another little storage bin at the back here. Great for toolbox or fishing kits or whatever you need to put in here. This is a great standard feature on all the Unities. We have a quick connect barbecue connection, so you can carry a little barbecue with you, connect it off the main 15-gallon propane tank. Once again, galvanized sheet metal, built-in struts, all fiberglass. See how they wrap around, gives the body a beautiful design, beautiful look. This is our main huge storage compartment. This is where Dean's golf clubs would go, 3 or 4 different sets, because sometimes they just don't work right. So nice big storage area in here. You got lots of room to put stuff in. I like it. You got places here to put your different toilet chemicals, things like that. You've got a place here to hang your shore power hose. And of course, if you order the optional ladder, this is where it the detachable part fits right on here. Okay, just before we go into the motorhome, couple little electrical features. Of course, we have our 1200 watt inverter, and we've also got our 12 volt disconnect. See that? That turns off all the house power. And then of course, my house batteries are right here. 2 deep cycle 6-volt batteries. They work great with the optional solar panel. Trickle charge up, trickle charge down. Another great feature for 2017, we got a brand new handle for going in and out of the motorhome, and it's also lit. It's on a 3-way switch for your LED light up top. We've got our screen door that's built in as well. Nice little thing about the screen door for those of us that have pets. Solid little steel bracing so the pets don't go through this screen door. Locks in place nicely. Come on in, this is one beautiful motorhome. This is the standard leisure lounge. We've done some great redesigning for 2017. So let me show you exactly how it works. You can have it as a sofa. Of course, you can do it as a sitting area for watching TV. Drink holders built in, you're gonna like that. You can also make it into a chaise lounge or a little day bed. Very nice. So now it goes from chaise lounge, sofa, sitting area. We can now make it into a dining room area. And this is one of the great redesigns that we've done for 2017. So this is super simple. Backrest, secondary backrest here. Then you just remove out the center cushion. This is kind of nice. You got a little table if you want to have drinks. Have something to use as a table base. Use it as for your iPad or your computer. And then this becomes the base for my dining room area. How smart is that? Look at this. Solid table, doesn't move anywhere. Lots of room, 2 people for dinner. But you might say, hey, listen, I have extra guests. Not a problem. We can have dinner for 4. Voila, dinner for 4. So the standard leisure lounge on the Murphy bed. What a great little system for sofa, sleeping area, dining room area, entertainment area. And this is the optional leisure lounge plus theater style seating. I can walk from the cab area into the back area. I've got my slide out closed. I still have full access to the entire motorhome. I can go to the bathroom, I can go to the fridge, slide out is fully in. And look how simple it is to move the slide out fully out. Press a button. Voila, slide it out. Look how much space we have now. You can have a little dance in here. We're fully inside the 2017 Unity Murphy bed with the optional Leisure Lounge Plus. And you're gonna like this little feature. Power footrests, built-in armrests. And look at this, all the way out and starts going back. Oh, overlooking the lake. This is a perfect campground. Very nice. Plus look at this little table here. Have drinks, work on my computer, iPhone, whatever I want to do with, just super comfortable. And of course you've got built-in armrests on both sides. Oh, I'm not leaving, I'm just gonna sit here. As much as I love this beautiful view of Lake Minnewaska, just in case I want to watch Game of Thrones, have a look at this. Hello, 39-inch LED TV. Oh, that is spectacular. Another great feature too is if you want to keep watching the lake or want counter space, I can leave the TV down and still see it down below. So we've got built-in USB plugs built right into the chairs. I like that. So this is very cool. You can turn the theater seats at a 45-degree angle, watching TV, having a drink together. You kind of integrate everybody in the motorhome for 4 passengers. You can also make it into a dining room area. This is very, very smart. Chairs turning, look at this. How easy it makes into a dining room. Super solid, nothing's gonna rock or roll off the table. And I've got lots of room to eat. Okay, we finished dinner now. It's time to go to bed. So let's make this into a bed. This is how simple it makes into a bed. Hello, 68-inch wide, 76-inch long residential bed. That's almost full queen size, almost king size at 68 inches wide. You can walk around. It's an actual walk around island bed now. So I can walk around all the way to the kitchen. I can go to the bathroom. I have lots of room to walk by. And let's talk about comfort. Oh, that is comfortable. Full mattress. Do you like to read in bed? Do you like to work on your computer in bed? You're gonna like this. Another new feature for 2017 on the Murphy bed, built-in headrests. How great is that? Watching TV, looking out at the lake. This is spectacular. Working on my computer, reading. I mean, you've got all the conveniences of home. Want a little bit of light? Look at that. Landscape window, awning style, of course, opens up. And of course, I've got USB plugs built in. I've got reading lights right here. And our LED lights are also dimmable, so I can dim them, which is nice. And of course, I also have a reading light on the other side too. So lots of room. I mean, look, this is actually pretty cool. If you look, as I'm well over 6'1", but look how much room I have. I can't even reach the other side of the bed. That's funny. You want to have a day bed with the slide out in, maybe you're staying at a Walmart or a little camping area, you can still bring the slide out in. We're going to bring the slide out all the way in. So there we go, slide outs all the way in, and I've still got a 68-inch wide day bed. If I want to sleep in a little bit later, or I'm at a campground, I still got the slider in, I still got a nice little day bed. So we've got a little safety lock on the Murphy bed. When you want to bring it up, just pull this, it releases the bed, goes back up in place, and we got 2 great little locks here that lock it solidly in place. So that's pretty cool. Move the bed back up, and of course now I'm back into a living area. Have a great look around this motorhome. We have 3 different wood colors. This is our cherry, we have maple and espresso. And we also have the optional glamour package, which gives you the white uppers, white countertops, and the rope lighting. Speaking of wood colors and cabinets, let's have a look at these beautiful cabinets. Have a look at this. European hinges, hidden hinges. Look at this, nice big storage area up front. Another great storage bin up here. You can also get the optional safe if you want. We've got our entertainment system here for the house. So this will run DVDs, CDs, USB plug, streaming Bluetooth, runs right into that TV over there. And of course, if we look over here, we've got a nice big hanging closet. You've got a place here to put your shoes so they're not sitting in the step well. That's very smart. That way we don't damage ourselves going in and out of the motorhome. And this is nice too, little step cover. Lock that in place there, and that way you don't ever have to worry about falling into the step area, especially when the Murphy bed's down. So another nice little safety feature right there. I like this feature. This is our inside service center. So this tells us what's going on inside the motorhome. So I got my slide out switch. I've got our optional stabilizer jacks. They automatically go up, by the way, in case you worry about having them down. You start the engine, they automatically go up. Of course, here's where we have our control center for our batteries and our freshwater, gray water, and black water tanks. We can turn on our water pump, and of course our optional generator, either 3.6 kilowatt propane or 3.2 kilowatt diesel. Start from the inside. It's also got a meter for hours, so you know when to change your oil. And of course, we've got our standard 1200 watt inverter. Simply turn that on, takes those house batteries, flips them over to 110 power. We've got a few plugs inside the motorhome that are inverted, plus all of your TV and your electronics are inverted as well, so you can watch a movie without having your generator on or not even being plugged into power. That's smart. Okay, have a look way up here. Of course, we've got the brand new locks from underneath, because I like that. Of course, the curved doors, wood. All of our cabinets are pre-drilled and screwed together, so they're solid. You can see over here, there's lots of room for storage. Over here, you can see this little button here. That's our TV antenna. We got a digital TV antenna on the roof. This is the booster. You just turn that on right there. So I like how everything locks in place. You can see here we got the great big picture window here overlooking Lake Minnewaska. The awning style windows open up, and of course we've got our daytime shades if I don't want too much sunlight, and I've also got nighttime privacy. I can bring this down, and look at this. This is nice. Little locks on the shades so that the daylight doesn't come into the motorhome. Okay, as we work our way down, of course we got our dual viewing area. Of course on this side you can run an extra Bluetooth player or a Sony PlayStation 4. This is your converter box for your home, so that your breaker switches are all right here, easy access. And of course up here we've got a 110 plug. We've got our brand new Dometic thermostat, so this controls your air conditioner, 15,000 BTU air conditioner, the heat pump that's built into the air conditioner, the furnace, the fans in the air conditioner. Just turn it to whichever mode you want, set your temperature, and just like a thermostat at home, it'll work. Have a look up here on the ceiling. You can see we've got LED lights, and they're on a dimmer switch. So that's nice. We've got speakers for our stereo system. And you can see we've got our ducted air conditioning through the entire motorhome. We also have a heat pump on there, so it'll also send heat. So that's very important that I'm sitting here. I've got air conditioning ducts keeping me cool in the bathroom. This is also your sleeping area. So we're gonna keep this area nice and cool. That's very important to have. And of course, we've got our beautiful opening skylight. Look at that. Lots of fresh air. You don't have to worry. You live in an area that has bugs. We got a screen for it. If it's super hot, you're in Arizona and it's super hot, turn the sun off and still have some fresh air coming in the motorhome. So that's really smart. Or how about half and half? Also up in the ceiling here, of course, we've got our 12 volt fan, so you can pull air out of the unit. When you're cooking, it'll also pull out all the cooking fumes outside the motorhome. We also have a great little option for rain sensor fans, so that if it were raining, it would automatically close when the rain started to happen. Smart little option right there. Okay, we're now in the galley area. Of course, we've got a brand new, bigger galley window, awning style, of course, opens up. And of course, we've got a blind on it. So we got rid of the Venetian blind. Of course, look at this. This is the Antarctic Corian countertops. It comes with the Glamour package. Beautiful, solid. And of course, our big stainless steel deep sink, chrome faucet. Looks great. And of course, we've got a little garbage can area here. You can also use that to keep drinks cool, fill it full of ice. Lots of different functions. We've got our spark ignition 2-burner stove with a built-in splash guard. We've also backed it up with a stainless steel splash guard as well. This is also new, as we got our channeling, our accessory channeling for hanging things when you're cooking. We also have a 110 plug in the galley. It's also inverted, so you can run a small coffee maker and run it off the batteries. But let's look about some storage area. We need some storage. Look at this, lots of storage area here and here underneath. Some drawers, full drawer extension glides, solid wood. Wow, looks great. This is the cherry color. Wow, they lock in place nice and solid. And of course, you have to have a counter extension when you're cooking. Look at that, solid flush counter extension. We run the air conditioner system on our roof, and this is the air filters for easy cleaning, easy access, which is really cool. You don't have to get on the roof. And look at this. Up in the galley area here, we've got some more storage area. And of course, we've got shelves, so it's doubled. So you've got lots of room, lots of big shelves too, so you can put a full plate in there. That's very important to have. And I love these new locks. Lock into place. You can't see them, they look beautiful. See how the door curves underneath the cabinet. Very residential. Okay, we're on the other side of the galley, and of course we got our convection microwave, so that's very important so that you can cook a chicken, make pizza, make bread, and it's also a microwave, so convection mic, that's standard. And of course we've got our beautiful two-door, three-way fridge, 6.7 cubic feet, so it'll run propane, it'll run 12 volt and 110 power. It's got a great little feature on it too. You can set it to residential mode, it'll just open and close. Or you can switch it to travel mode and it locks in place and you don't have to worry about anything opening when you're driving down the road. So great Dometic fridge, separate freezer, separate refrigerator area. And of course, all leisure unities have a beautiful pull-out pantry. Look how much stuff you can store in here. What makes a Unity Murphy bed spectacular is this bathroom. This is a residential size bathroom. I had apartments that had smaller bathrooms than this growing up, so this is incredible. But how about this? Big hanging closet. Adjustable shelf here so you can double hang if you wanted to, but lots of room for hanging. I love the doors. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. The sound of real wood. More drawers. So lots of drawers. I love how they lock in place. A little more storage area up here. Wow. And look at this. Is this not a medicine cabinet? This is a medicine cabinet. That's a residential size medicine cabinet. Mirrors, of course, for making myself look good, which is kind of hard to do. This is brand new. We've got the accessory channeling. Of course, we've got the corian countertops, chrome faucet, and look at this, some more storage underneath here. Easy access to your 12-volt water pump, and of course full water filtration throughout the entire coach filter right there. Another medicine cabinet. That's two medicine cabinets in one bathroom. Better than my house. And of course you got a place to hang towels and robes, and of course we got a beautiful big dressing mirror here, sliding door, and of course we have our ceramic toilet, and this is not a bidet, but you could use it, I guess, as a bidet, but you're probably going to use it to clean the toilet. But very cool. And then have a look at this brand new shower design. I'm very excited about this. Let's have a look at this brand new shower. Wow. Now this is a big shower. Redesigned the shower, slightly bigger opening area for the doors, and of course redesign this. Easy access for soap and shampoos. We got the LED lighting inside the shower. Of course, we didn't lose any height. I'm well over 6'1". Look at this. I can't even touch the top. Probably 6'7" to the top here. So I've got lots of room to shower. If you like to shower, Unity Murphy bed is the one, especially combined with the Truma hot water heater. Wow, you can shower for long periods of time. I really, really like it. I think I'm gonna have a shower right now. Great little safety feature in the shower. Of course, we've got a handle built in for easy access in and out. And of course, I like the shower head. It's detachable and I can stand up and shower. Wow, the Unity Murphy bed for 2017. This is one unbelievable motorhome. 25 feet, 1 inch in length. Great, comfortable two-person motorhome. Huge bathroom, stand-up shower. That's a residential bathroom right there. Great big Murphy bed. I mean, super comfortable, 68 inches wide, 76 inches in length. I mean, beautiful optional leisure lounge plus or the standard leisure lounge. Big 39-inch TV. I mean, I don't know what else you could want in a small, wide-body motorhome. We have 3 different colors of ultra leather. Ultra leather is a great product. It's a synthetic man-made leather. Doesn't get hot, doesn't get cold, doesn't mold, doesn't mildew. It's super strong. It comes in 3 different colors that we do. So we have the sand, we also have a fog, and we also have a putty color. So 3 different colors of options for ultra leather. Your choice. The 2017 Unity Murphy bed, you gotta go see one in person. You gotta go take one out for a drive because you are absolutely going to love it. And speaking of taking it out for a drive, let's take this one out for a little road test. Okay, we're taking out the brand new 2017 Unity Murphy bed out for a spin, and I've got my partner in crime, Cassius the Boxer Dog, and we're gonna go do a little driving in the Mercedes-Benz 3500 series cutaway chassis. Let's start off with some of the obvious things. Power steering, power brakes. We've got power windows, heated mirrors, power mirrors. We've got, of course, air conditioning, Of course, we have the Mercedes-Benz deck system here with a backup camera. This is kind of a nice little feature. You can turn it to camera and I can see what's behind me. You can see there's our rear view ladder, and you can see if there's any vehicles behind us. If I had a tow vehicle when I'm driving down the road, I'd be able to see the tow vehicle. Now this chassis can tow up to 5,000 pounds, so you can tow a small car or a little fishing boat or some kayaks or whatever you want to tow. So quite nice. Of course, we've got, as I mentioned, power steering. We got tilt steering, telescopic steering, of course, cruise control. We have the multifunctional steering wheel. We have the instrument cluster with the pixel matrix display. We have the windshield with the filter band. We have the overhead control center with 2 reading lights. I can have streaming Bluetooth. I can also see exactly what's going on in my chassis with my motor as far as temperature goes, miles per gallon. So it's all right here at my fingertips. And of course, I got a little horn. You can see up here, this is the control center. As leisure travel vans, we buy a lot of the Mercedes-Benz safety features. This is the control center for the front collision impact assist and the lane assist. It handles great. It's fun to drive. If you've never driven one, you got to see your local leisure travel van dealer. Take one out for a drive. If you got a 70-pound boxer with you, look how much room we have in the cab area. We've got lots of room, lots of little storage areas. We've got a place here for Cassius to make himself look pretty in the mirror. I like that. Some other great little features, of course, I've got a USB port for plugging in my phone. I've got an iPod plug at the front as well. And of course, we've got our air conditioning and heat up front. We've got a 12-volt plug down here. Cassius, you hang on here, look at this. She turns on a dime, boom. And we're gone again. And of course, a couple other little features. Of course, we've got high beam assist on the lights. And another nice little feature is we've got wiper sensors. So if it rains a little bit, the wipers come on. Hey, thank you very much for watching the 2017 Unity Murphy bed video. We do appreciate all the views we get. If you're looking for a beautiful, small, 25-foot, 1-inch motorhome, wide body in design, and you want to travel all over North America, the Unity Murphy bed for 2017 probably is the exact motorhome you want. Great big bathroom, great big bed, lots of power, fun to drive. You can take it anywhere you want, anywhere in North America, and you can drive it. Great fuel economy, have fun. Cassius loves it, I love it. Go and see your local leisure travel van dealer and see one in person. You are going to be impressed. Dean from Leisure Travel Vans.